Well. We're finally back to where we started a couple weeks ago with the Lakers and the Spurs officially re-engaging talks after the Spurs supposedly closed the door on them. Yes, it's not even been an hour since Ramona Shelburne reported that the Lakers and Spurs have re-engaged talks and the Lakers are aggressively trying to land LeBron James. LeBron. Well, in all honesty, he is trying to land LeBron James in this deal because if you land Kawhi Leonard, you 100% guarantee that LeBron James come midnight on Friday will be signing paperwork to be the newest member of the Los Angeles Lakers. So yes, the Lakers are now trying to land Kawhi Leonard again and have the pieces to do it. Now I want to give you my little 2 cents on this. Magic came out yesterday saying that he does not land at least 2 marquee players in the next 2 seasons. He will step away from the organization as that is viewed as a failure. Now, within those 2 seasons, you have Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, LeBron James, and Klay Thompson up for free agency between these seasons. So yeah, those are 4 big names who the Lakers could bring in. Potentially now, Kawhi Leonard, LeBron, and possibly now Paul George. We don't know, considering his situation with Oklahoma City is getting weirder and weirder. But let's get back to those Magic comments. Magic made those comments at a point where the Spurs shut the door on them. Now, both sides really have interest in making a deal happen at this point. The Spurs at one point thought they had the upper hand and they could hold Kawhi Leonard considering he has another year on the deal. Yeah, he's got another year on the deal, but the man has made it clear he does not want to go anywhere other than Los Angeles. So the Spurs being able to trade him to any other team, that leverage has gone out the window because the man has made it clear no matter where he goes, whether it's Charlotte, Boston, the Clippers, anywhere like that, he does not want to be there. He will be a Los Angeles Laker. Now, from the Lakers side of it, they're in a rush to get this deal done because come midnight on Friday, LeBron is a free agent, and you do not want that man having time to think about what he wants to do. You want to convince him to come to Los Angeles with all the pieces on the table, ready to convince him. You want to have a guy that you get in free agency, maybe Paul George, who is committed. You want to have tradable assets like Lonzo, Kuzma, Randall, if they decide to use a sign and trade, and Ingram, who can be turned into other guys or those young assets to stay in the group and be used around LeBron. You want to have as much firepower as you can to get this guy by midnight once everything is ready to go to say, yes, I'm a Los Angeles Laker. And in order to do that, you got to get a guy like Kawhi Leonard, which will be the tipping point, the cornerstone, the big kaboom to getting LeBron James in a Los Angeles Laker uniform. And I think that now that free agency looms, the Lakers are eager to get a deal done and they'll be able to, or well, not be able to, they'll be more willing to give away or at least part with some of the parts and assets that they maybe weren't as likely to part with before. Maybe Kuzma, maybe if they do try and trade Brandon Ingram, maybe if they try and include Lonzo in a trade. We don't know. We will have to wait and see. And for the Spurs, they just need to get this done because I've said this for months now. Once the relationship was done with Kawhi, you need to trade him. You need to capitalize on his value when it's at its peak. Yes, he's not played this season other than those 9 games, but we know for the fact that if Tony Parker's estimation about his injury wasn't as bad as his and the guys had so much longer to be out, he's probably good at this point. And I think he just wants to be on another team in another organization and moved on. So if that's the case, I think the Lakers do have a good chance of getting Kawhi Leonard, and I think that by maybe tomorrow, maybe Friday night, we'll be seeing the newest Laker in purple and gold, and then right after that, we might be finding out there's another big name joining him. All right, and the last thing I want to get to is my reaction to the NBA awards. All right, I have 3 things that I want to cover real quick. This was the most boring award show I've seen in a while, all right? We all kind of had an idea of who was going to win each award, and pretty much everyone that made those predictions got them entirely right, even down to James Harden winning MVP. And even though those predictions were made and we're happy that those guys got the awards, it still doesn't make up for the fact that it was a boring show. I mean, the host was really the best part of it, and I'm sorry I'm forgetting his name right now, but he's done a great job as, trying to revitalize the NBA awards show and kind of keep it going and funny. And the funniest moment came from Bill Russell, of all people, who for the 2nd year in a row has stolen the show and made his mark on NBA history and television again. Bill, thank you for that. You've done what all of America has wanted to say to Chuck every now and then. We love you for it. Now, my second thing I want to get to with that is the NBA needs to distinctively divide a regular season award show with the playoff award show. After the playoffs came and went, The Rookie of the Year award, that would have gone to Jason Tatum. I don't care what the heck you guys have to say to me. That man was the last rookie in the playoffs. He was the best rookie in the playoffs, and he carried a team in the playoffs. Yeah, we can mention Donovan Mitchell and what he did for Utah, but Jay Tatum was the killer for the Celtics. He's the reason why they were able to push LeBron to 7 games with a rook. All right? Don't look at me crazy. You know I'm right. Jay Tatum would have been the Rookie of the Year if they included the playoffs. And if we're talking about the MVP, I happen to agree with Kyrie. The fans wanted James Harden. He got the pity vote as MVP. And yeah, I'm calling it pity vote. He got the pity vote as MVP. And everyone and their mother knows it. LeBron deserved the MVP this season for breaking records, being the highest statistically averaging player. Averaging the best, he had the best career season that we've seen in a while. He averaged career best in career low minutes on a squad where they struggled mightily, and if you took him out of the equation, they would not be a playoff team. And in my book, that qualifies him as the MVP. It's set in stone. Kyrie Irving is 100% right. LeBron James should have been the MVP this season, and he was robbed of it, just as my final take. Donovan Mitchell was robbed of Rookie of the Year. Yes, I'm here to tell you right here and right now, it is unfair what the NBA did. If anything, the NBA should have elected to go for co-rookies of the year because Ben Simmons is not a rookie. I do not care how you spell it. I do not care how you define it. The man was making an NBA paycheck. Sure, he was not able to play that entire season, but he was working with NBA trainers and NBA rehab facilities, getting to build rapport with future teammates, getting to know future teammates, while Donovan Mitchell, what was he doing in that same time? He was still asking professors to go to the bathroom and taking exams in a university. All right, that does not quantify a rookie. By my measure, Ben Simmons was in his second year. Sure, you know, if it weren't for the fact that he was in his second year in my book, he would have been Rookie of the Year. I don't care how you put it. He had a great rookie season, very much a LeBron-esque season, just needs to develop that jump shot, and he'll be a Hall of Famer to come. But Donovan Mitchell was robbed of this award. I go back to what I said. The NBA should have done a co-rookie of the year. They've done it before with Grant Hill and Jay Kidd. They could have done it now with Donovan Mitchell. I don't care that Mitchell only received 8 votes, whereas Simmons received the ridiculous, or was it 18 to 81 or something like that. It doesn't matter to me. Mitchell deserved to be Rookie of the Year, if not co-rookie of the year with Ben Simmons. All right, guys, tell me what you think about this update below. We're going to get a lot of news in the next 24 to 48 hours, so stay tuned at the alexhimes.com blog, Alexander Himes on YouTube, Himes World on Instagram, Alexander Himes on Facebook, and Alexander Himes on Twitter. Did I go through all those quick enough? I believe so. And also, don't forget to check out my show on 93.9 FM WLXU every Tuesday at 2. We're going to get you with all the updates, and don't forget, it's about to be a wild 48 hours of a ruckus.
And now that I'm up, I seen all haters plummet. And now that I'm ballin', I've been getting buckets. And me and my team, we've been causing a ruckus. Just know I'ma get it. That's in the discussion.